What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, the gameplay you're watching is going to be slightly choppy and not filtered. I basically, I was away, as you guys know, from vacation for a good amount of time. And so I wasn't able to update my graphics card and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to you. You don't really care. All you got to know is that the gameplay is not as nice as it could look. I have I think below 100 frames. And that's also why I kind of die a good amount in this game. I think there's a lot of times where I feel like I shoot first and bullets don't connect or whatever. So either way, I wanted to basically say that I feel like this map and Season 2 Reloaded, I don't want to say Season 2 Reloaded, but I want to say that this map is getting more hate than it deserves. Now, I will say that the main middle part of this map is a mess. Okay, you can get shot from anywhere. If you're on one part of the world, you'll literally get shot from another part of the world on this map. Okay, this map is so open in the middle that it's just there's no point in going there. In my personal opinion, no. Now that I played this map for 3 matches or so, at this point, I just can't. I'm not playing on this. I'm not going in the middle. But I will say that the rest of the map, even though it's big, even though it feels like, it's a lot bigger than it should be. It's a lot bigger than 6v6 needs to be. And I will agree to that. I don't think that this map is inherently bad. Okay, first off, it looks really good. Okay, that's something we can it was something we take for granted with Modern Warfare games. But at the same time, there's a lot of maps in COD history that don't look that good. Okay, so I don't want to just brush it off just because it's something we're used to from Infinity Ward. I will say that, it does look good. As far as play goes, I think if you stay away from the middle and if you're playing the right mode, I think Hardpoint and Domination honestly aren't bad on this game, on this map rather. I don't know, it's just what I think. Hardpoint is a good map, or a good mode to kind of learn the map because you have to, explore the map, right? You can't just stay on the same 1 or 2 parts of the map. I saw this tweet from Charlie Intel about the domination flags on this map and kind of how they're kind of oddly spread out, kind of how they're oddly set up. It is very odd. I'm not going to lie to you guys. B is kind of ahead of A on the map. When you think of it, it's if you think of a line, it's A, B, C, right? Or CBA. B is kind of above A on this map. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird setup there. Either way, I think that this map gets a lot of hate that it doesn't need to. I see so many people on Twitter just bashing this, playing in a pub match or a private match once or something and then just saying it's too big, blah, blah, blah. Guys, play the map, okay? I'm not here saying I'm the best at deciphering if a map is good or not, but for all these dudes, playing it one time using a terrible gun, having a bad experience, what do you want me to say? You know what I mean? You didn't give it a good chance. I can honestly say I don't even know if I gave it a good chance. I've been using this Hemlock here, still going for gold and all that stuff, and still 1 gun away from platinum. I've been using this Hemlock, and obviously the Hemlock's not a bad gun. I haven't got to touch the new Marksman rifle yet. I think that if you get 25 double kills or something like that with a Marksman rifle, you can unlock it. So I don't know. I think you can get that done in maybe a game or 2. If you have Shipment, you can get it done in a game or 2. Now that Shipment's out of the game for some reason, it might take you a few games. But yeah, I haven't used it. I've picked it up a few times and it's all right. It sounds kind of weird. I feel like the sound engine's a little buggy here. I don't know what they did. Speaking of buggy, with the whole Season 2 Reloaded thing, I did want to cover this since I'm talking about Season 2 Reloaded. Basically, they messed up. They ruined the tac sprint and then reverted it in less than a day. I think I saw the update go live at 9 a.m. or something like that Pacific time, and then they fixed it by 1 or 2 p.m. So good job on them for that. But at the same time, can you please play test your game before you drop an update? I don't get why it's so difficult. You're not adding that much to the game. You know what I mean? It's not like you're adding 5 maps and 3 guns and changing a ton of things. You're adding a map and you're adding a gun and maybe you're fixing I don't know how fast the UAV gets called in, which I think they did fix, and I am thankful for that. But you're not adding in a ton of stuff, okay? It's not like you're doing a whole lot of stuff to the point where things are going to get that glitchy that fast. I don't really get how the movement of all things got fixed. If it was a gun's bullets did 3 times the damage it should have done. Okay, that while stupid, I can kind of understand how that would be an issue. But as far as adding a gun, adding a map, and then all of a sudden, footsteps don't work or something else doesn't work, some random thing is unrelated. It's just weird, I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that, you know, Infinity War is without flaws. Obviously, this game is a lot to be desired here. But I think that this map is getting a lot of unwarranted hate. I think people are taking for granted how good the map does look just on its own, just because it's Infinity Ward. You know, like, I think they're taking advantage of that. They're taking it, not advantage. They're taking that for granted. I do want to know what you guys think about this map, because I don't know. I've been playing it, you know, and I feel like if I can play on a map more than once and not feel like that was a chore, not feel like I want to get off this game, I think that's an all right map to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that. I've still dropped, I've played in games where I've dropped like 40 kills on this map. And while it might be like hardpoint domination, like one of those longer game modes, I don't think it's like inherently like, oh, like this map is too slow. This map is blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, this map could be faster. This map could be more so for, you know, your what do you call it? 8v8, 10v10, 12v12 modes, which I am thankful that they left 10v10 in. That shows that, hey, maybe they're actually listening. They're actually kind of, you know, participating in what makes the game fun, what makes, you know, the player base happy. So cool. Thanks for listening to that. I think that this map would be great for 10v10. I think that this map would be good for 8v8. I think this map is fine for 6v6. You know, I'm just saying it's fine. I'm not saying this map is, you know, the next shoot house, the next dome, whatever. It's obviously not. Obviously, it's not small enough to be. But I will say that I think it's a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. You know, if you think about it, this is the first brand new multiplayer map that we've gotten since launch in Modern Warfare 2022, and we are in mid-March. Okay, that just it's crazy to think that they can get away with this. That we're gonna come back and eat up the next game. That we're gonna act like surprised at the next game, like when they post stuff like this again. Guys, what do you think is gonna happen? You know, I'm honestly like, you know, I'm to blame too. You know, so many people are in the comment section like, hey, just because you're saying don't buy it and, you know, like you have to buy it. Like, no, you don't have to buy it. And I'm thinking about it. You know, this new Sledgehammer game, I saw Thunder talking about it too. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to for content. I want to just for the sake of playing it. But at the same time, guys, I don't play much Call of Duty these days. You know, I don't think I'd be missing out if I just, you know, posted like old CODs like Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2. Like, a lot of you guys don't care, you know. Back when Modern Warfare 2 was so hype on YouTube, I snuck in a few Vanguard like gameplays and the videos did just as well, you know. I think as long as I'm talking about the current game, I don't think people necessarily care about the gameplay. Obviously, I want to get my hands on the game so I can give you actual opinions instead of like, oh, 500 people on Twitter said it was bad, so I'm going to say it's bad. Like, I obviously want to give you guys my honest and raw opinions. That's why I get the game. That's why I play the game. And that's why, you know, if I didn't play on this new Himmelmatt Expo map, I wouldn't be telling you guys the things I've been saying about it, how it's like underrated and things like that. It's again, I know people are going to twist my words. It's not the best map in the game. It is probably not the top 5, maybe in the top 5, because this game does not have a lot of good maps. But I'm not saying it's the next shoot house. Okay, I'm not saying it's the next summit. It's not the next slums. Just okay, it's just not as bad as you think it is. And a lot of YouTubers will tell you right now, hey, it's really bad. It's really too big. It's really annoying. And granted, you know, I've played what, like 3 matches on this map. I'm not saying I know everything about it. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of flank routes I don't know and all that good stuff. But you know, take what you hear from YouTubers with a grain of salt, especially if they never played it. This is not a shot at any other YouTubers or anything like that. I'm just saying, in life, you know, if you haven't experienced something necessarily, don't just go 100% willy-nilly with what the biggest guy or the loudest guy says. Okay, that's just what I wanted to say. I'm not you know, an Activision shill or anything like that. I make like one slightly positive video about something Infinity Ward has done, and all of a sudden I'm a shill. You know, forget about the like 95% of other videos where I'm hating on the game. Forget about that, right? No, just one video like in like 3 months and I'm a shill. So you know, it is what it is. That's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, videos are hopefully going to kind of be coming back. I don't know exactly how often. It's going to depend on how often we get news and how often I end up playing this game. Essentially, once I get Polyatomic or Orion, I'm going to make videos on those, just kind of give my thoughts on, you know, the grind and, you know, what it's worth, how worth it is it, all that stuff. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun couple of days back. I'm thankful to be back from my vacation. And the video that I posted the other day was pretty well received, honestly. So thank you for that. I was nervous about that after not uploading for a week or so. It wasn't the best video ever, but you know, it's good to be back, and it's good to see that people are you know, here to welcome me back. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and definitely Let me know your thoughts on this map in the comment section down below. Is it overrated? Is it underrated? Is it as bad as everyone says? Or are you kind of in my camp where you think it's like, you know what? It's playable. It's all right. It's not as bad as people think. Yeah, just let me know that in the comment section down below. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll see you faces later. Peace, peace, and peace.